Hey, what's up? This is Matt Dietz, and this is Agency Launch. Do me a favor, send me a text, 208-213-8809. And also check out my course at agencylaunch.net. My course is everything that I've learned in a 16-year career. I have a 4,300 policy agency. I run it with 2 people, and I grow 15% year over year. Okay, we write 100,000 in commercial. We've written 50 life policies 4 or more times. Like, I've got my systems dialed in, and I teach it all at agencylaunch.net. So go check it out. Hey, I got a question for you. Did you know the average American spends 2.5 hours on social media every single day? That's 25% of their free time. That's crazy. You know, these are your clients and potential clients, and you have to be where they are spending time. You've heard me talk about how important it is to be active on social media, but sometimes you need a little boost. So let's talk about how you can up your social media game with Social Jazz. It's a new social media automation tool with content designed specifically for our industry. This does all the heavy lifting for you. You can plan an entire year of content through this platform. It's amazing. It does this by automatically publishing ready-made insurance-specific posts that educate, engage, and drive leads. All you have to do is pick a few topics and a few occasions from their catalog, link to your social media accounts, and you're on your way. Now, Social Jazz is offering my listeners a free 14-day trial plus 20% off the monthly subscription for your first 2 months. Sign up at socialjazz.com/Dietz and put your social media on autopilot. All right, so today I wanted to talk about something that actually came from one of the conversations I had in my community. So if you text 208-213-8809, you'll hop in my community where I'm sending out tips and tricks, and I make myself available to agents who have questions and things like that. And so last week I was at soccer practice, and I had an hour to kill while I'm sitting in the parking lot. So I sent out a text to them, and I said, hey, hit me up with a question and I will send you a video answer. And so I spent the hour just, taking questions and sending back answers. And one of the questions that I was asked, I thought was a really good one. Thank you, Carrie. This one was, if you had $10,000 to spend in your agency, what would you spend it on? I thought that was a great question. It actually gave me some pause. It's not one that I get regularly. So I thought about it for a while, and I've been at this for 17 years, and I always think I'm still in a growth mindset where I want to write more business, always find more business. How can I get more business? And for me, that means how do I get more people to quote? And after all of this time, it still goes back to how can I get qualified people that want to buy from me? Okay, so there's a lot of ways you can spend $10,000 in our business. I mean, there was a period of time where I was like, God, it'd be fun if you had $10,000, it'd be fun to just spend it on stuff that you wanted. But what about things that you need? Like, God, you could redo your whole office with new computers, and maybe that's something that you could do, but that's not going to help you drive new business, right? You could, redecorate your office, same type of thing. I didn't decorate my office for 15 years because that's not where I wanted my money to go. So the quick answer was I would hire someone, probably part-time, to market for me. And then I would train them how to market the way I wanted them to market. Okay. I would not spend $10,000 on internet leads. You probably know how I feel about internet leads. I'm looking to write business today. I don't want to build a pipeline that I'm going to work for a year and a half. I'm just not in that place in my career. And plus, it's not something that I really enjoy. You could buy a lot of internet leads, and you could fire up a system like Agency Zoom or Agency MVP and get all those leads in there, put them on drip campaigns and chase and chase and chase. And that would, you could spend $10,000 on that. But I've said it before, I would hire people that are going to get me qualified leads today. So you could do this a number of different ways. You could hire some younger people. And honestly, I swear, if you just got someone that wants to make some money, you could do door to door. I know that sounds silly and I know that sounds archaic, but I don't care. Like that's a way you can get, but you send someone out there for 2 hours and they get 1 quote an hour. That's 2 quotes. It's going to cost you $20. Like, what are you going to do? God, what are you going to pay a kid to door knock? $10 an hour, pay him $10 a lead, whatever. Tell them to get 1 lead an hour, maybe 2 or something like that. I wouldn't hire a marketer to go put flyers in places. Go put flyers at all the apartment buildings. Nobody's buying your insurance off of a flyer that's in a apartment complex. Okay, that's very passive. I don't like passive advertising. Plus, it's just not a way that's going to drive business today. You have to ask people for business. So you could hire a ton of people and just have them walk neighborhoods. Okay, and again, I know it sounds silly and archaic, but what if you got 5 leads a day by doing this? 5 real leads a day. What if you were canvassing the neighborhoods that you knew that your company was good at? Maybe your company is very good at, homes that have multiple cars and or youthful drivers. And there are a lot of teens or a lot of high schoolers that are living in this neighborhood. And you could teach your people who are door knocking, say, hey, look, we've had some great success in this specific neighborhood. We've saved some people a lot of money. This is the type of account that we thrive on. And we'd love the opportunity to help you save some money and earn your business. You could hire telemarketers to work. If you wanted to do internet leads, you could, I suppose, you could buy internet leads and then you could hire telemarketers or people to work them for a couple hours a night. It doesn't have to be this full-time job where you have somebody in there all day pounding away at 8 hours. You can have them come in from 3 to 5, 4 to 6 or something like that. And here are the leads that you should be working. Get me a couple. You're really looking for just 2 friggin' leads a day. That's it. So for $10,000, I would find some labor that's affordable. I would find some people that are willing to maybe ask their natural market for business. Go ask all your friends and family. You could do an incentive where you're like, every lead you get me, I'll pay you $10. I mean, Jesus, that's 1,000 leads, with $10,000. But that's where my mind goes. Like, where am I going to get the most bang for my buck? And again, a lot of people are like, well, I'd pay to advertise on Facebook. No, you won't, because that's really hard. Okay. Facebook advertising is hard to do. It's expensive and it might cost you $50 to $80 to get a lead or something like that. You could hire someone to work your social media for you, but I would hire someone that's good. That's passive too. Nobody's buying insurance off of seeing a post on your Facebook that says, hey, get a quote from me today for insurance. That's not the way to do it. You have to ask people. So I would find a way to use this money to pay somebody to ask people for their business. That's it. Okay. That's how I would do it. My name is Matt. This is Agency Launch. You can find me all over the place. You can find me at agencylaunch.net. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Dietz Agency. Also send me a text, 208-213-8809, and let's connect. Thank you so much for listening. Keep up the good work.